What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So today we are going to be discussing the very first legendary skin, at least for global, the BY15 BOBA Blaster. So yes, I do say that this is the very first legendary BY15 for for global, because in the Chinese version there was actually a legendary skin for the BY15 that wasn't released anywhere else. I don't even think Garena has it itself, and they usually sometimes get some of the Chinese exclusive skins, but I think that might have been an exception. So for a very long time, I mean, the BY15 has kind of like been all over the place in terms of balancing. As of right now, it is pretty overpowered to the point where it kind of gets, I think it got banned in some of the, the pro tournaments, given that the slug rounds have incredible range. But yes, the BY15 was probably one of the last shotguns that needed a legendary, and I don't mean that as in like an insult, but I mean like it was just one of those that just never got one. I think at this point, I think the only one that's missing one now is probably just the HS2126, and that's basically it. But it's kind of a crime at this point that the BY15 was never given a legendary, because as of right now, based on how this gun's balanced, well, not actually balanced, but just based on how it performs, it's actually a very formidable shotgun. If anything, it's probably one of the more powerful shotguns as of right now. As of like right now, and even recent history, the BY15 has been formidable mainly because of one attachment, which is the slug rounds. So yes, the slug rounds for this shotgun is absolutely insane. More insane than the other slug rounds for any other shotgun. I say that because it does have the longest range of all the slug round weapons in this game. If anything, the slug rounds for the BY15 are actually so deadly to the point I think it actually got banned in certain competitions. So yes, I mean, there's like, if you go on Twitter, you'll see like plenty of videos of people dominating with this. And that's mainly because just you could shoot anywhere in the body, there's no penalties. Even if you hip fire, it's extremely accurate for like no real reason whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, it's probably one of the, if anything, it's just like a marksman rifle at this point. So with all that said, like I stated before, it's kind of weird that they would never come out with a legendary, and this is something that they've been doing for quite a while. Like there will be some guns out there that are at their absolute prime, but they would never make a legendary for it until like after it gets nerfed. But who knows, probably like next season they'll nerf it. They have a weird pattern of doing that also. So yes, the BY15 BOBA Blaster. So let's actually talk about the appearance, because I feel like I kind of got sidetracked on this. So the BOBA Blaster is actually, I mean, it's very reminiscent to just the original BY15. They didn't change too much of the appearance other than just having the little octopus right there on the gun and just changing the iron sight a little bit. But if anything, if you took all that off, it'll probably be like that little steel blue design, or whatever, the one that came with the UL 736 in one of the crates. It's not really anything that's absolutely crazy, but it's still... like I think it's the effects around it as well as like the octopus that give it a good look. So basically the octopus, I guess like the little tube that's coming out of its snout or whatever that is, it's just all the boba juice, and I guess technically the boba juice is the ammo. I don't know, I guess that's what they were going with it, but based on how this gun's designed, specifically with the iron sight, I feel like this is something that it was just meant to be used with slug rounds. You would never necessarily need a round type of iron sight if you're just using a spread shot. But given that the BY15 now, more recently has been known for its slug rounds, I think that's why they designed it like that. So as for shooting sounds, of course, obviously it's a lot different. It has like this little kind of like liquid sound effect. Obviously, I think it's kind of like supposed to coincide with the, the octopus design. As for the death effect as well, it's kind of like just all these tentacles coming up, but with like all these different colors as well. So it looks very vibrant, very nice. And I forgot to mention that also with the octopus, there's like this little purplish outline that's happening around it. And it does flare up whenever you do kill someone, kind of like one of those little kill reactive effects. Keep in mind, there's no physical effects with the octopus. It doesn't really move at all. It doesn't blink or anything like that. It doesn't move its eyes. It's just kind of just stationary, just sitting there. So again, nothing really crazy about that. I wasn't expecting the best skin in the world, but it was still very, it's still good in today's standards. So really quickly before I end off the video, I do want to talk about the camos as well. So yes, most of them look pretty cool. I mean, obviously Diamond is always going to look good. But when it comes to the seasonal camos, I would say probably the two best ones that I could think of is the new one, Making Waves, as well as the Glacial Ripple. Anything that's like really blue related will look absolutely incredible with this, but I would say that making waves is probably the best one right now. I didn't actually equip it in game, as you can see, mainly for two reasons. One, I don't have the camo for it, and two, I know a lot of people are going to complain saying that I shouldn't put a camo when I'm, showcasing the gun. So currently the only source I have for you guys is just trust me, bro, it's actually good. So that's basically going to cover it for my BY15 Boba Blaster review. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Also, keep in mind, this thing is 10% off as of right now. So if any of you guys are considering getting this, I do recommend taking the opportunity now before it's too late, basically, because this offer is probably not going to be around for like another, I don't even know, like 5 years or something. So yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys next time.